Hi everybody, hope you're all well and having a good day. I have something, well this was my birthday treat to me, and it's from a YouTuber called Holly the Cafe Boat. Honestly, I was so happy to get this. They're a lovely couple with a young son called William who live on a canal boat in the UK. And if you haven't heard of them or whatever, I really urge you to check them out because their vlogs are so enjoyable, genuinely calm. There's no brash, no clickbait titles. They're just really mellow and very sweet. You don't even have to be into canal boating. It's just really pleasant to watch, and they make excellent vlogs. Really, the creativity is up there. I mean, I really aspire to them, honestly. Their editing creativity is fantastic, especially Vic, because he seems to do. Oh, I mean, honestly, check them out. I'll try and do a little video here while I'm blabbing. But this cookbook, Joe, who is the baker, and they literally have two canal boats, one they live in and one that's the cafe, and they move about. At the moment they're in Marple or around that way, which I think is the Peak District. I'm not 100% sure, but it's lovely. Look at this book. I mean, this book is beautiful. I don't know if they're doing any more of these runs, but they do have a digital version. So I'm really lucky to have this. Let me just show you some of the inside, because the pictures are just glorious. There's lots about them. I hope you can see that. The inside of the cafe boat. Yeah, look, that's quite a good picture. Oh, and honestly, I'll bring you over in a minute to have another look. But I'm basically going to try a classic Victoria sponge now, Joe. I will try other recipes. Definitely, I've got my eye on quite a few, but I had all the ingredients for this, so I'm just really excited, quite frankly. I do, and as anyone who watches me regularly know, I will be using an air fryer. Obviously, Joe has a traditional oven in her boat. Let me get the recipe up. A classic Victoria sponge, but there are many in there that I'm definitely going to be trying. Very excited. I have adjusted. There are slight adjustments in that I know I'm going to be using the air fryer, so the timings are slightly different because I've made cakes before, so I know roughly how long I need. I am going to use the same quantities, so I might have some left over that I'm just going to make some cupcakes, because I have some new silicone cupcakes to try out, so I'm just testing them. I might put them in the COSORI. Yeah, what else? Oh, I am going to be using marge instead of butter, but it's a budget channel, and so it's a budget version, but I do know marge works, so yeah. I'm so excited. This is a beautiful book, it really is, and the artwork on it, I mean, honestly, I love that. Absolutely love that. And that was from covered by Rose and Grace, which I think maybe that's an Instagram handle. I'm not sure, Rose and Grace, but the artwork is beautiful. Absolutely captures their channel beautifully. So I will put a link in the description to their channel, and I really hope you enjoy, because their son William, who's I think he's about, is he 2? He's around that age. I think he's around 2. He's so sweet, it really is, and his language is amazing, but it's coming, you know. It's that kind of having watched him for quite a few years, it's just been a joy to watch young William grow up. So let's get down to, I'll show you the ingredients, which are obviously cake ingredients. But we've been there before, and I'll do the old mixing of it very quickly, but it's what it turns out like at the end. That's the bit that I'm really keen on. It is doubling up as a birthday cake as well. Say no more. Anyway, let's have a look at the ingredients. So the ingredient list will float up here, but the classic cake ingredients: eggs, self-raising flour, sugar, margarine or butter, whatever your preference is, the old vanilla essence or extract, and then the filling, which will be, I'll whip the cream, jam. It is a budget channel, so it's going to be budget stuff, but honestly it's always worth, that's doesn't, you know, yeah, blah, I'm blabbing now. It is early. And if I run out of well, I think I'll have too much for the 6-inch tins, which I've already prepared. Jacqueline Buse, do you notice I've dampened the what do you call it, the parchment paper. It's such a good tip, that makes it much more pliable. And I've got these, I mean, I'm not, these are just in the packet, I'm only going to probably use 2 or 3, but these are silicone cupcake holders. What do you call them? Cupcakes. Oh, anyway, I will be testing them. Right, let's get started and get cooking. See you in a bit. So you've seen me cream, sugar and marge quite a lot, so I won't flood the vlog with lots of that. So I'm just going to go straight in, just cream it, because we're going to kind of crack on and get this done. So I'll see you in a bit. So I've creamed the sugar and marge in this case, but softened butter if desired. But I'm actually, the recipe I noticed didn't have vanilla extract, so I'm not going to add that. Put that away. Yeah, so now I'm going to add the eggs one at a time. So I'll see you once I've done that. So that's the eggs added one at a time, beaten in each time, nice, and so it's all nicely mixed in. In the recipe book, Joe, you said to sift the flour and fold it in, and that's really interesting for me because I've always whisked with my electric hand whisk. So I'm going to do that. Hopefully it produces a better cake than I've done before. I mean, that's it, you learn each time you cook or bake, so that's always a good thing. So I'm going to sift the flour in and slowly and gently fold it in. Let's just go ahead and start doing that. I think you went on to say, try not to over mix. And I think the electric mixer definitely comes under the potential over mixing category. So I'm going to carry on doing this, and I'll be back once it's fully mixed. Cake mix folded in with this, and well, it kind of like the bubbles. You can see air bubbles happening. So I'm hopeful that this is going to be a really light sponge. So now I'm going to put them in here, and any excess put in there. So I will see you once that's done. Okay, so everything's in their respective tins. These are, just so you know, these are 6-inch tins that fit the Ninja 400 or 451 perfectly. 5-inch tins fit the 300 Ninja air fryer. Just going to get this in nice and gently. Lovely. Let's get them in and start cooking. I always move it away from the socket because you know the heat comes out the back. Right, match, bake. It's going to be 140. What's that in Fahrenheit? 140 or 285 Fahrenheit. I will put it up here for 45 minutes, and this is where it varies from ovens. If for Joe, just if you're, you know, right, I'm babbling now, so I'll be quiet. Did I say 45 minutes? Yeah. Okay. See you in a bit. Right, it's just ended. Ooh, I'm excited and slightly nervous. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, wow. Oh, we've got to test it. Oh, someone said an internal temperature of 98. I must try that. Let's get the other one out. Wow. That's so good. Okay, temperature. Okay, let's have a look. Gonna go in there. Yay. Hey, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Oh, it's always a relief. Let's get this out. I've just got ready to whip the cream. And I'll put it in the fridge until the cake is ready, cooled down, you know, all that kind of stuff. Well, I'm pleased with that. That is absolutely lovely, fantastic. I'm just going to leave them to cool for a little bit and then get them out onto the cooling rack, out and out of the tins. So I'll see you in a minute. So I'm just going to trim or cut the top so that the top half sits nice and neat. And because it's a birthday cake, I'm going to use this as the taste test. Well, I mean, look. Holy Moses. Oh, look at that. What a beautiful sponge. That's actually, I mean, I packed it a bit with my knife, but that is fantastic. I'm just kneading that a little bit. Ooh. Oh, so I've got to put the jam on. Oh, I'm very happy with that. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. I want to show everyone a picture of you and William. Because I was browsing through. I mean, this is... So my surface is an absolute... Oh, look at William. Honestly, he's the beauty. He's just a beautiful boy. Fantastic book. The boat. Such a lovely channel. I really hope you check it out. I mean, they've got a very good back catalogue of when they did the boat art, the life before William, life after. So it's so cool. It's absolutely, and it's got some absolutely lovely recipes in here that I'm really looking forward to trying out. And also things like buttercreams, drizzles and a jam. I mean, but there's bread in here as well. Elderflower, cordial, rhubarb jam, which I'm really looking forward to trying when my rhubarb is in season. So much. Honestly, it's a beautiful book, and it has a digital version because, like I say, I think they're the hardback version because they've kind of published it themselves. Yeah, really lovely. So we're going to have a nice close look with this, and then I'm going to taste test this because this is a birthday cake and I don't want to, you know, cut into it for the taste test. So I will be back with some of this with jam and more cream. Oh, delicious. But first, let's have a closer look. Oh, I'm really looking forward to this. And I'm really pleased. Honestly, I couldn't be happier. Fantastic. It's turned out beautiful. Taste test time. And sponge looked great, I thought. So I'll give all the instructions, oven as well as air fryer from now on, I think. Be a good idea. Literally, my mouth is watering. Oh, do you know what? You cannot beat a classic Victoria sponge. You really cannot. It's absolutely... And the sponge. And I did have a little bit left over using the quantities from the book, because that's for 8-inch tins. And obviously mine are 6-inch, but it's not, you know, it's a big cake. Even so, via an air fryer. Oh, this is so lovely. Oh, you can't beat fresh cream, whipped cream with a cake as well. Oh, well, the birthday person will be very happy with that, I think. Thank you, Joe, for your beautiful book. Thank you so much. That was my birthday gift to me, because when it came out, you know, it was available on that day, or just around that day anyway. So good. And I've put the link in the description, so I really urge you to check them out. They're just such a lovely, enjoyable channel. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, as a lot of you know. You know, it's just, they're just great. They really are one of my favourites, and I always look forward to their vlogs. I think they release them once a week. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, bye.